King Leonidas, the last king of Sparta, was a legendary warrior who led his army to victory in the Battle of Thermopylae against the massive Persian army. But his story has been shrouded in mystery for centuries. Historians have debated whether he was a real historical figure or just a myth. Some believe that Leonidas was a Spartan king who lived in the 6th century BC and led his 300 soldiers to their deaths at the Hot Gates. Others believe that he was just a character created by the Romans to glorify their conquest of Greece. So who was King Leonidas really? There is some evidence to suggest that Leonidas was a real historical figure. The ancient Greek historian Herodotus wrote about him in his book, The Histories, and there's also a coin minted in his honor by the Spartans after the battle. However, there are also several legends about Leonidas that make it difficult to separate fact from fiction. For example, the story that he dipped his bread in vinegar instead of olive oil because he couldn't afford olive oil is probably just a myth that was created to make Leonidas look thrifty and Spartan. There are also conflicting accounts of when he died. Herodotus says that he was killed at the Battle of Thermopylae in 480 BC, but other historians say that he died at the Battle of Plataea in 479 BC. So what we really know about King Leonidas is that he was the son of King Anaxandridas and Queen Eba. He became king in 492 BC and reigned over Sparta for 8 years. During his reign, he led Sparta to victory in several battles against the Helots, the slaves who made up most of the Spartan population. He was also responsible for implementing some of the most important reforms in Spartan history, such as the establishment of the Ephors, a council of elders who would help him govern the kingdom. However, Leonidas is best known for his defense of Thermopylae. In 480 BC, a massive Persian army led by Xerxes I invaded Greece. The Spartans, along with a few hundred soldiers from other Greek city-states, stood in their way at the narrow pass of Thermopylae. For 3 days, the Greeks held off the Persians. But on the 3rd day, a traitor revealed a secret path to the Greeks' camp, and the Persians attacked and killed every one of them. Leonidas's head was cut off and sent to Xerxes as a trophy. Whether Leonidas was a real historical figure or just a myth, he has become a symbol of courage and resistance against tyranny. His story has inspired countless works of art, including a famous sculpture by the Greek sculptor Lysippus in the 1800s. He was portrayed by the Danish painter and sculptor Bertel Thorvaldsen, and more recently by the American filmmaker Zack Snyder. So, who was King Leonidas really? Maybe it doesn't matter. As the philosopher Heraclitus once said, those who want to understand the future must look to the past. Leonidas may have lived in the distant past, but his story continues to inspire us today.